Last year, Community Channel hosted a whole season on the Gypsy Roma traveller community and were always interested to keep abreast of new developments. Recently, the GRT Police Association was launched in Parliament. Reporter Hetty Ashiagbor went there to investigate.
I'm at Westminster, outside the Houses of Parliament, where the new Gypsy and Roma Traveller Police Association has launched in Parliament. I'm here to find out what it means to them and what change and difference they hope to achieve in London.
The GRTPA was founded by two Roma police officers who met at the police force in the UK, who began searching for others belonging to the same community by sending and posting in-house emails and articles throughout the Metropolitan Police Force.
The idea so that A, officers who are of Gypsy and Roma and traveller origin can have some support within the police service, and B, so that you can have a wider group of officers involved to understand both the needs of officers of that ethnic origin, but also how they then work with the Gypsy and Roman traveller communities.
We know there are many professionals within the criminal justice system from Gypsy traveller Roma backgrounds, and we're equally aware that they feel very isolated and discrimination against within those services.
The Chief Executive of the Human Rights and Equality Commission, Mark Hammond, expresses the issues that the GRT community face in London.
A great proportion who are effectively homeless because of the lack of lawful and permitted sites. Issues around education and the lack of qualifications that many children achieve. But also coupled with that, the reports of services being refused, employment offers withdrawn, in one case that we had recently, booking of a holiday decline.
I interviewed a police officer from the GRT community who did not want to be identified.
I've been a Metropolitan Police officer now for the last 20 years, and in that time I have experienced racism, discrimination and hatred. I felt very much alone, suffered in silence. I had nobody to turn to. My family didn't understand how I felt because they wasn't experiencing the amount of prejudice and racism and hatred that I was dealing with on a daily basis. Not always towards me, just my background generally, really. Police do need training regarding our backgrounds and what is right to say and what isn't right to say. And I think from there, really, we can break barriers down and we can all come together and work nicely.
Also attending this launch at Parliament was Rosie Tui, who sat down to talk about her experiences.
I got people telling me, oh, I'm going to come and set your trailer on fire. Even though I live in a house, people just automatically thought, oh, I live in a caravan, I live here. Oh, you're a pikey, you're this, look at you. Oh, and they kept rubbing my face to see if they could get dirt off my face. And obviously I'm not going to let somebody do that to me. So I did get a bit physical. The teachers didn't care, to be quite honest. They wasn't aware of how bad it really was. They didn't care. They was just always blaming me.
My hopes are that obviously London being such a multicultural city, that all the Roma, Gypsies and travellers living in London will be able to interact easier and in better way with the police and have a better understanding of those communities, and we all will be able to work on common issues and kind of eliminate those issues and kind of interact with each other in much better way. I would like to see at least a couple Roma, Gypsy or travel police officers working for the Metropolitan Police.